The Marcus Deegan Show. What's the story, guys? Welcome to yet another episode of the podcast. I'm your host, Marcus Deegan, shooting from Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, where gas just hit $5 a gallon. I don't know how much it is where you are, but it's $5 here in Las Vegas. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you here. Today's episode is proudly sponsored by Title Sport Cryotherapy Spray. I just saw them in the stores today in Las Vegas, so they are hitting the shelves of the stores now. It is the ultimate product when it comes to inflammation, when it comes to pain, when it just comes to you've got a sore back or a sore elbow or a sore knee. Whack this stuff on titlesport.com. Check it out. Tell them Marcus sent you. Thanks very much. We've got another inspirational and fantastic podcast today. This man isn't in the UFC. He doesn't take his clothes off on the Las Vegas Strip, but he is an international success story. I mean, this guy is what we call the picture of the American dream, and he has become well known all over America with his absolutely fantastic product that has gone viral, that has gone worldwide. First of all, he started this business in 2015, and before you know it, his product is available on shelves in Nordstrom Rack, in Walmart, on websites all over the world, and I'm sure there's many I missed out. So let me just so we've got him at Home Depot, Amazon, Overstocked, Wayfair, Groupon, and many more. Would you please welcome to the podcast today this man? We call him That Pillow Guy, but I like to call him Oleg Lee. Welcome to the show. What's up, Oleg?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks very much for jumping in. Man, I just, I was looking through your bio, and, I've kind of known of you for a long time now, and I remember when you first came out with the lifelike pillows. Can you just tell me, where does this idea come from, and are you surprised at the success?
I am. It was honestly, it came just from an idea. People expect like some crazy story, but it was like, we were making pillows, but we're making like a square, regular pillows, and then my father actually was the one who was making the pillows, and I was the one who was going and trying to sell them like flea markets, mall kiosks, trade shows, anywhere, you name it. And then one day I told him we were selling manually like dog faces. And I asked my father, can you try and make, because we all know the pictures of the full body dogs. I'm like, why don't we try making a full body? I'm like, can you do it? He's like, yeah, it's just, shape. So he's like, let's try it. So we made like 8 different dogs, and we placed them on the floor, and we took a picture, and we looked. I'm like, damn, they look like real dogs. Look so cool. So what I did, I reached out to Groupon, and I offered them, since we're making the pills, I told them, unlimited quantity, as many as you want. We got this 8 designs, and we sold 20,000 in the first event. And this is how we knew it. That's what people like.
And that's exactly right. Now, look, I have one of these pillows. I remember you sent me one of these a few years back. You sent me a Conor Gregor pillow, I believe it was. And I was actually quite stunned by the quality of the pillow. Not only the way that it looks, but the way that it feels. What's different about your pillows to the normal ones that you can buy? What fabric do you use, and what makes them so damn comfortable?
First of all, what's unique is the shape. No one else is making custom shaped cutout pillows in USA. I'm the only one. I'm the first and the only one. And then I do focus on making them in USA. So many people told me outsource, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't want to do it because I want to focus on quality, fast turnaround and affordable price. So quality was pretty important. I spent over a year figuring out the fabric, like back and forth with the supplier until I picked that one. Soft, not as stretchable, very like nice to lean on, and it's just a soft velvet polyester. It's 100% machine washable, and it's a kind of basic fabric, but keep it time.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen, or if you guys actually haven't had one, it's extremely soft. Like you said, it's like a velvety, really comfortable pillow. Now, so when was your first little bit of kind of viral? They call it viral now, but when did you get some real big exposure that kind of put you into more the mainstream than just, as you said, selling at flea markets, and then you did Groupon? When did it become like bang? What was the first real big one?
I think the Groupon was the big thing, because before the Groupon, I would go to many places and try to do business, and no one would take me, like Walmart, Amazon, you name it, anywhere. And then once I had the Groupon experience, and I showed them how many I sold and what we did and what price, I pretty much got into any door.
Right. And then you started getting numbers. Then the TV shows started coming out, and then all of a sudden you're doing pillows for The View, and then all of a sudden I'm seeing your pillows in celebrities' houses on their couches, and I'm thinking, Hang on a minute, is that Oleg's pillow? But it was. Can you tell me a little bit about the celebrity attention that you've got?
I don't remember who it started from, but I think the big inspiration was Gary Vee when he said, just go after DM people. And that's what I started doing. I was just starting hitting up people and, hey, I can make this cool. The way I did, I made the pillow. So for example, I targeted like DJ Khaled. I knew he just had his first son, and I knew how much he cared about his son. All he posted about his son. So I made a pillow of his son, and I reached out to him saying, hey, look, I just made your son into a custom pillow. Where should I send it? And he's like, here, and I saw it worked, and I just started using it on every single person. I'll spend time, research what they like, what they care about, and then I'll make a pillow and I reach out with the finished product. So, hey, I just made this for you. Do you want it? Where should I send it? And I would say 80% of people respond and, collaborate with me and things like that. I've been making pillows for, I don't even know the names so far right now, like many.
And so, where does your business sense come from, Oleg?
Where's what?
Your business sense. Where do you get your business mind from?
I don't know, man. It's just immigrant mindset, I guess.
Yeah, as I am an immigrant as well, my friend, from Australia, and I know that you were born in Russia and then you grew up in Israel. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
And then when did you move to America?
I think I was 21 when I came to America. I'm 37 now. And I came with no one, no family, no one to help. So I had to figure out how to survive, how to live. And that's what creates this mindset of the immigrant, like the surviving mindset. So basically, you can figure out anything. When you put your hands on your mind on something, like you can get it done. That's how I treated ideas and business the same way.
Yeah, and you know what? That's a question that I ask a lot of the athletes that I speak to is how positive and how important is mindset. And you pretty much just said you've really got to have a strong.
It literally said here, positive mind, positive life.
Well, it's exactly right. And I don't think a lot of people understand that, Oleg. I think a lot of people, they get caught in this rut of depression and unhappiness, and then that just becomes a revolving circle for them. They don't realize the power of the mind will give you the opportunity to create things. Look at you, an immigrant from Israel comes to America, and now you're a sensation over here. You've got a great business. I'm sure you provide extremely well for your family, and that was basically founded on mindset. Would you agree with that?
100% all mindset. You change your mind, everything changes. The minute you change your mind, everything changes. I experienced that. I stopped focusing only on positivity, stayed away from all the negativity, all the negative people, everything, and just positive mind, positive life. That's it. That's all I see. That's all I care. There was a lot of tough moments, a lot of like going through business, starting, not being able to pay daycare for my kids, or sometimes buy like, milk. We went through this. Literally, I'm lending like $80 from people just to pay the daycare, buy milk. But my wife, cried so many times. She would give up, if it wasn't on me. I mean, she wouldn't give up on me, but she would give up on the idea. I never did. I stayed focused, positive. I kept pushing, kept going, and you can see the results today.
And you're such a likable person, and the fact that you're only 27 years old, I mean, it's just
37.
37 years. Well, you're looking good, brother. You look 27. The fact that you're so young, man, and it's just such an inspiring story. So one thing that I really like about you, Oleg, is that not only have you reaped the fruits of your labor, but you also like to give back. You also like to donate to different charities. You also like to donate to people that have no blankets or pillows. Can you talk about some of your charity work?
I experienced that. I've done a lot of charity work. I got a little bit busier now and didn't do as much. But I'll tell you, it's one of the best experience is, creating a product and being able to sell it. It's cool. Like, oh my God, people actually buying my product. They love it. Cool. But when you go to Children's Hospital, Cancer Children's Hospital, and you see all the sick kids, and you give them this dog pillow, and you see kids from like barely smiling, all of a sudden running, they're not running as much, but like smiling and jumping and being so excited. And you can see how much your product can impact the kids at the toughest moment. Dude, this is the thing that I was more excited about than anything else. seeing what my product can do, how much it can change. That's why I called it Creating Smiles One Pillow at a Time. That was my slogan.
Wow, I mean that's great. It kind of gets me a little bit emotional when you're talking about that
And
kind
I
of.
cried many times at those places because it's tough seeing it. It's and seeing the emotions, how happy they are for the second. It's like you just want. That's all you want to do. You just want to do more and more and more and more.
Yeah, geez, I got a little tear in my eye there now after that. Well, that so
I have two kids. When I went there, it's tough. I have kids on my own, and I'm like, it's hard.
yeah, I recently saw on your Instagram, Oleg, that you were making some pillows in the colors of the Ukrainian flag. Can we talk about that a little bit if you feel comfortable?
Yeah, sure.
So you decided to make these for the people that were crossing over the border from Ukraine into Poland. Is that right?
Yeah, so one of my friends, she posted stories that bunch of pictures of people sleeping on a train station on the floor, and she was asking for sleeping bags and blankets. And I reached out saying, "Hey, if they need sleeping bag and blankets, they might use a pillow as well." She said, "Yes, of course." So we made a bunch of pillows and we sent to 3 different borders. And I love supporting. My wife, she's Ukrainian. My wife, she's from Ukraine. Her family is right in the middle of all the war. Her friends. We actually have a team in Ukraine. Our design and development team is from Ukraine. So we've been focusing on the last 2 weeks trying to help them to, kind of leave the place and move. Some of them moved to Germany, to Spain, trying to bring them here to USA, but it's not simple.
Now, is your wife's family okay, Oleg?
Yeah, I mean, right now they're safe, but they're in Kharkiv, so they're right in the middle of where all the stuff is going on.
And how is this affecting you and your family? I mean, I know it's affecting me. I have friends in the Ukraine, and it's affected me and the world. But obviously, it's a little bit more personal for you. How is this
Well,
affecting you?
my wife been crying for a while. I use same technique and same thing for everything. I'm staying focused and positive. So I don't put my energy into negativity and all this shit. I put my energy, how can I help? And that's why I keep telling my wife, seeing all the stuff, watching all these kids being killed, it doesn't help. It just brings you down. You get depressed. Just focus on how can you help them. Because me being in this mood when you're like depressed, you can't really help.
Right.
I'm trying to kind of block and focus. How can I help? Sending them money, sending them like all kind of like we send like what is it called, like bulletproof vests and helmets and money and pillows and trying people move from place to place. So I'm putting all my energy into this versus what everyone else is doing, like sharing, posting all this negativity and spreading more hate. I don't want to do that. I gotta
Right.
focus on help and positive. I know it's bad is going on, but
And I suppose, because it's such a normal thing for us to have a pillow every night when we go to sleep. When you don't have one, I really don't think people realize how much not only comfort and security that something like a pillow can bring, right?
100%.
Well, commendable for you, brother. And if there's any way that we can put a link to where people can donate, you just let me know and we'll get that done. Okay, so I just wanted to have a brief conversation about that, and when I say brief, that's what I mean, brief. So let's just move on to the next topic. X-rated pillows. Do you get anyone wanting any X-rated pillows? As far as
I mean,
someone.
dude, we got so much stuff. We used to get so much stuff. We stopped taking the orders, and I'll explain why. A lot of people complain and understand why we don't take the orders. 85% of our productions are females, and they
Really?
have to make this. Yeah, 85% females, and they have to make those pillows. And people ordering like pillows of like 3 feet thick and like stuff, like you name it, and they don't feel comfortable doing it. And I respect that. As much as I'm losing business not taking the orders, and it's a huge demand, but I respect my employees because
Yeah.
they're like their families. They're like they don't feel comfortable like holding the pills in their hands even. So I'm like, I'm okay with that. So now we have like quality control person review every single order images, and if they see anything like not appropriate, we just cancel the orders. Sorry.
Right.
And
So, well, listen. If you need someone to come to wherever you are and make those dick pillows, you just give me a call, mate. And I'll come in. I'm not worried about that.
I gotta
So,
open separate production just for that. And maybe it will make sense, but right now, like I said, I respect my employees and I just won't do it.
So what is the most popular ones? Would you say animal pillows are the most popular? Dogs?
The dog pillows. The
Dog
custom dog
pillows.
pillow is the maybe 70% of our business.
Is
Even
that
more
right?
so. It's crazy. It's crazy.
What? Do you have dogs?
Yeah, I do have a dog. She's right here, running around.
And as far as okay, so if someone's sitting there and thinking, can I get a lifelike pillow? Uh, the size is that does that matter? Can it be any size? Can it be a full life size?
Yeah, the biggest we make, the largest is like 70 inches. The problem is very hard to pack and ship large pillows.
Right.
We tried trying to limit that, and that's why the biggest is like 7 inches. But not many people order them because they're expensive because they cost a lot of money to ship, and it's just not the most popular pillow. But some people do.
Right. And so, are they NFTs that you've got behind you there?
Yeah, those are NFTs.
Now, do you have any of that? Are you into cryptocurrency, and do you have any Bitcoin or Ethereum?
I bought Ethereum and Bitcoin a long time ago, just a little bit. I'm more into NFT. I kind of like, I love art and I love the projects. I started NFTs like just end of last year.
Yeah.
I'm, lost some money, made some money. It's you got to do a lot of your own research going into
Yeah.
that space. But those are mine. That's the one I actually own.
Oh, they're yours. Oh, that's right. They look great. They look really good. Oleg, what would you say would be the most the secret success to a business? I mean, obviously you've got the mindset. Obviously you've got the product. Is there something else that maybe, like, if someone's trying to start a business, is there any advice that you could give them to, put them in the right direction?
I mean, it's a combination. I think it's a combination of self-awareness, of like confident and persistent and patience. Just you got to have all of it, but it starts from the confidence.
Yeah.
You gain the confidence, because what is being an entrepreneur and business owner? It's basically making decisions on daily basis, and it's so many of them.
Right.
And like I used to do a lot of work myself. Today I don't do as much work, but I make a lot of decisions. People come like we own a bunch of stuff. Someone still have to be responsible for that. And confidence helps you become with a better decision making, and then persistence and patience helps you just to go through all this.
And where is your?
I'm not a huge fan of giving advices because it's so individual to everybody.
Yeah.
It's so personal. What works for me might not work for you. You might find different ways, but I think still confidence is something all people should be working on. Without confidence, you can't.
Yeah. Do you get to Vegas much? Do you come to Las Vegas?
And not lately. I used to go. Yeah, I haven't been there for a while. There's a great licensing show that we go to usually. There's some fights we went to, but I'll be back soon, man.
Well, I noticed that you do a few pillows for a few UFC fighters. Is there anyone that you can mention that you've sent pillows to? I know Henry Cejudo, and I know he's got a Hezbollah pillow, which I thought was unbelievable.
Henry Cejudo got a bunch of pillows. Henry Cejudo is a good friend. As far as other fighters, a lot of fighters. I can't remember all the names, but many, even boxers, UFC fighters, NBA players. We work with many people.
So, how can people find your product, and what's the easiest way to get one of your pillows, mate?
I mean, That Pillow Guy. I'm everywhere. Same thing. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, website, thatpillowguy.com, or at That Pillow Guy, Twitter, at That Pillow Guy, Instagram, at That Pillow Guy, Facebook. I'm trying to stay consistent. As I said, That Pillow Guy, you can find me. You can remember easy.
That's That Pillow Guy, not The Pillow Guy, okay? Not that guy, not that guy at all.
It's a funny story. I'm going to tell you quickly. I didn't choose to be That Pillow Guy. My name is Oleg, as you know, but people will not remember my name or will understand how to spell my name. So they always tell me, they also like, so you're that guy, you're the guy who made this pillow for me, or you're the guy who sent this pillow. They always call me That Pillow Guy, that guy or That Pillow Guy. And then one time I was in New York and I met Damon John from Shark Tank in an elevator, and I made pillows for his offices. So I'm walking in, standing, like playing it cool, like not jumping, oh, Damon. And like, hey, standing in my corner, and he's like, you're That Pillow Guy, right? You're the guy who made pillows for our office. I'm like, yeah, that's me. He's like, how you doing? How's the business? So I'm like, damn, he remembered me as That Pillow Guy? I'm like, I'm going to be That Pillow Guy. So I went to Instagram. I changed my handle to That Pillow Guy. And since then, the business it's also started growing because it started making sense. That Pillow Guy, what do you mean That Pillow Guy? What do you do? Okay, let me show you,
Right. Well, that's amazing. Isn't it funny how things fall into your lap like that? You didn't even expect it, and bang,
Yeah,
that just happened in an elevator, just like that. Unbelievable story.
100%. Yeah.
Well, man, I've been wanting to chat to you for a while because, as I said, I'm a big fan and I'm a big admirer of your work. I really love your charity work and what you do for the less fortunate, and I want to thank you very much for coming on and having a chat today.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me. Appreciate you.
We're going to put all of Oleg, that pillow guy's details right down the bottom there in the description, or you can go onto marcusdeegan.com and we're going to have all the information in there. Oleg Lee, that pillow guy, thank you very much, brother.
Thank you, man.
All right, talk soon.
Talk.
I mean, what a story. If you haven't seen these pillows, you've really got to check them out. Snuffy, do you want to come over here and say hello? Come over here and say hello to everybody. You've really got to check them out. Come up here and have a look and say hello. Look right up here. Look in the camera right there and say hello to the world. So this is Snuffy Deegan. Look here on the TV. That's Snuffy right there. Look here. Look. There he is. Well, thank you very much, guys. I hope you had a great time here today. It was an awesome conversation with that pillow guy. We just shot a podcast, didn't we, Snuff? It was great. Hey, guys, thank you very much for joining us. This is Marcus Deegan for the podcast, The Marcus Deegan Show. Take care. Say see you later, Snuffy! The Marcus Deegan Show.